Hello everyone, it's another exciting episode of the ObiDatti Family TV, and today again we are out here to reach out to all supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, and I'm right here with a very beautiful Nigerian. And the interesting part of it is that I got here and I met her wearing a ObiDatti cap. This is so beautiful. This is an evidence that she's fully supportive and she is fully obedient. So we're going to be hearing from her about all that she's doing to sensitize people, just like we are doing right now, telling people to give their full support to Peter Obi. Let's hear from her.
Okay, I'm Mrs. Chikenzie Constance Obiageli. Yes, Peter Obi is the kind of person that is loved by everyone, not because he's an Igbo man, only because he's a Nigerian contested to become a president. And I've always loved him because of what he did in Anambra State. I never knew Peter Obi before being the governor of Anambra State, but when he came into Anambra, the things he did both in infrastructure, education, the health sectors, the way he controlled the political thuggery, the political criminalities was what I loved about him. So he showed good example as a good leader. So right now I know that even now that he's aspiring to become the president, that if he eventually becomes the president, he's going to do even more. I've never been a party person. I only support personality. So I've known Peter Obi for long. I've supported him, and I'm begging each and every one of us to support him to become the next president. Going back to the situation in the country, you need somebody like Peter Obi. You really need him, because as far as I'm concerned, among all the presidential candidates, he stands the best. He stands the best in terms of what he has done in Anambra, in terms of what he has achieved as the past governor of the state. So I believe if he becomes president, he's going to do more. And he has everybody in mind, especially the poor masses. He's not the kind of politician that goes in there for his pocket. Already he's a millionaire. He has always been in business all this while. So I believe supporting Peter Obi will make Nigeria a great country. Because I know what the logo of the party is. The logo has, even though it's being called Mama, Papa, Pikin, but whenever you see any logo that has the statue of a man, a woman, and a child, you know that it is Labour Party. And you always see LP at the corner.
So how am I, if I'm to vote, how am I supposed to place my tongue on? Is it allowed to like cross over to the other space?
No, you just have to maintain the Labour Party logo space.
Okay.
This way.
Okay, thank you very much, ma.
Hi guys, my name is Joy Jemide from ObiDatti Family TV, and we are still on the Neighbour to Neighbour campaign for Peter Obi. And with me,
Ezani Gerald, thank you very much for having me. It's a great pleasure. The question is quite very direct, and the answer is as direct as the question should. The reason why a lot of young people have chosen Peter Obi over the other candidates is there's no way we can compare sleeping with death. You understand? So we might have the same posture when we are doing both, but they are not the same. Now, Peter Obi is a young man who understands the plight of every Nigerian. He has a standing, record. He's not the best, but coming from where Nigeria is right now and the direction they will still want to push us to, Peter Obi is the best. And we can hold him accountable in times to come. There are people who can't hold accountable. They've been taking this country through the wrong route, and there's no way they can give account of it. And Nigeria is not for sale. Somebody can tell us, "It's my turn." You understand? So we want somebody who can stand for the youth, stand for the unity of Nigerians, stand for the moving forward of every Nigerian, because the rain that falls here falls in the north too. The hunger that beats us here beats people in the north. So it's not about the Igbos. It's not sentimental. We are down. And if you will raise our hand up, that means we're calling for help. So now the youths are raising their hands up. We need help. When it comes to talking about or preaching P2B to people, I think personally, I have done a little bit of my part and still doing. The first Get Your PVC campaign that was done in Anambra State, in Oka, was done by me and my crew. You understand? So we made billboards, we made shirts, polos, just advertising material, because you can't say you have started when your leg is not out. Exactly. You understand? And I cannot say I am preaching P2B when the one thing that can make that decision come through, I don't have it. So first of all is getting the PVC campaign. And second of all, we are taking this preaching to every gathering where we find young men and youth. Everywhere in Oka, everywhere we can do it. We have even invested our money. We are not even asking for payback, because this is what we believe in. Exactly. Beyond believing, this is the direction we want Nigeria to go. I'm not a fan of going abroad. I've never thought of that. But because of how bad Nigeria is, I started thinking of it of late. But when we have the chance, or when I have the chance to use one singular power I have to put the right person, if I fail it, I failed my children. So that's it. So we keep moving and we don't stop.
My name is Christopher Chibichuku. My reasons for supporting P2B is simple. P2B no longer represents a contestant for the presidential election. P2B represents an idea. P2B is a symbol. P2B has transcended from just someone running for a presidential candidacy to an actual embodiment of an icon for tomorrow's Nigeria. I've always carried out my PVC everywhere I go. It's actually in my wallet as we speak. And for the past 2 elections, I did not vote because I did not believe in any of the candidates running for president. I did not vote. But for the first time, I believe I'll be the first person, one of the first persons to be lined up to cast his vote. I endeavor all well-meaning Nigerians, those who have been through or are currently going through the hardship or the offense, for one singular offense, that you're in Nigeria. I implore every well-meaning Nigerian to come out, get your PVC. For those that have, didn't make it early enough to get theirs, encourage others who have theirs. Remind them why they should vote. The Labour Party logo is very simple. It simply depicts everything we want. The family clearly written on it. It's very simple. And it symbolizes everything we want. We want to bring Nigeria back to its former glory. So I implore every well-meaning every Nigerian who is suffering, not to deter from or get discouraged by what is going on in the country. The dollar is at an all-time high. The prices are going up. People barely eat these days. Even those that eat don't even eat as they used to. And then the hillside is around the corner as well. Things are only going to get worse, to be honest. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel now. You understand? P2B is not the best, but he's our single and our only hope. So I believe that is everything I have to say about this.
Hello, Nigerians. I'm right here with my little Mr. Patrick.
Yeah.
He is obedient. You can see him resting his head.
Fully obedient.
Resting on Peter Obi's picture. Oh, Patrick is ready to have an interview with us.
My name is Mr. Chinedu. I'm from Enugu State, but I'm fully obedient. It's not because P2B is from Southeast. It's not because P2B is Anambra State governor before, but it has been tested and trusted. I think within myself, I think P2B is the best candidate to take Nigeria to a better level, because for the previous leaders that we have, I must tell you sincerely, Nigeria is going down and we are falling. Now we need somebody that will come and rescue Nigeria, and I think that person is P2B. I'm not saying this because he's from Igbo or no. It's not a matter of tribalism or where he come from, but somebody that we know that can take Nigeria to a better place. Without P2B, there is no Nigeria. Thank you.
Hi guys, still on the neighbor to neighbor sensitization for Peter Obi, the candidacy of the Labour Party. And with me is Mrs. Mercy, who is a proud supporter of the Labour Party. Mrs. Mercy, we want to know, why do you think Peter Obi is suitable for the job?
Everybody on this country right now knows that Peter Obi is the right person for that seat. No need of dragging it. But the main thing we have to do is to get our voters card so that we'll be able to put him there. It's not by saying I'm a supporter of P2B without an action. You have to play your role by getting your PVC one and try to come out that very day to cast your vote. Very important, because everybody, the only person that can do the work there is P2B. That is the person that we know that is very perfect and is meant for there. Not because we want him to be there, because he's capable. That word capable matters a lot. We are not trying to put him there because we feel we like him. But the person that will go there and tackle the thing that is happening there is the right person we want to put in there. Thank you.
Hello, Nigerians. It's a neighbor to neighbor campaign, and I'm right here with a very industrious Nigerian who happens to be a supporter of the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. He is fully obedient. So we're going to be hearing from him on what he thinks about the Labour Party candidate.
Good day, everyone. My name is Koli Chukwubikem Valentine, and I'm obedient, very, very. So, as you can see, I'm very busy, and with all my heart, I support Labour Party because it's kind of very bad and looking somehow that almost everyone who has been to that position is actually older than the nation itself, and they are doing the things that their mind has captured for a long time that the nation doesn't even want again. So we need someone who has what is on in his head, someone who is thinking like us. Because if you don't think like people you are leading, I wonder how you lead them. I wonder what you're going to do with them or do to them. You can't understand them because you're not in their level. You're not in their shoes. You don't know what they pass through, what they feel. All you just do and think is, if I'm fine, I'm fine. So you think you're fine, everybody's fine. No, and it's quite painful because when we talk, we complain because of we youths, and then all they think is their condition. I don't know, but I feel like I do. So they just sort things out on their side, and one thing is fine with them, they're okay. But we getting a youth now who understands our pain, our passion, our pressure, our joy, who feel what we feel, who know what we know, who think what we think. I think it's better that someone like us goes there, and then we believe that he's going to do the best so far. So the party, Labour Party, it has a logo of a family. So I believe that that's a perfect logo for something, because it takes a father. The word father sustains Abba. It means someone who is a source, a sustainer and a defender. It takes a father who has seen the pain of a child, that can leave his, not minding him being a father, but comes down to carry the child, and sometimes even pamper him or her. Sometimes even the mother nurtures, gets the child the things he needs or she needs. Sometimes the mother don't even feel okay, but the child should be okay. So I think that logo is actually speaking a lot for me than what people are even saying. Like, I mean, it's a perfect time. It's not just happening for itself. God planned this time for this time, and I believe it's it's not normal. There's a lot to do about it. So if I were you, I won't think twice. I won't think twice. I'll just take my steps. I'll take my steps. When people go ahead of themselves, when they come and say, if I had known, now that you know, don't make that mistake. Please, I believe you now know. So do something you would do if you had known. So now that you are knowing, do it now. So take a thumbs up on that place. Don't just, please, if you think twice, I think I'm taking the second thought for you now. So take my advice, and you might not know me, I might not know you, but we have one heart and we share one body.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode, another exciting episode of the Neighbor to Neighbor sensitization for Peter Obi. And with me is Mrs. Stella, who is a proud supporter of Peter Obi. She is a diehard fan of the Labour Party. Mrs. Stella, nice meeting you.
Thank you.
So today we want to know, like you said, you're a proud supporter of Peter Obi. We want to know why you think that Peter Obi is the best person for this job.
Okay, good morning. Once again, my name is Mrs. Stella. You know, this is our Nigeria. We only want a better thing. You understand? We only want change. That is what I have to say.
Right. And you believe Peter Obi is the only person that can bring that change?
Yes, let's try him.
Fine, that's a nice one. And another thing, like what I said earlier, what we're doing is the Neighbor to Neighbor campaign for Peter Obi. So I want to know, how far have you gone telling your neighbor, your family friends about Peter Obi?
Well, all our family are for obedient group.
Okay. Like you said, we had a discussion earlier on, and she said she got her PVC already. So talking about PVC, the election is fast approaching. What do you have to tell other obedient family out there about their concerning their PVC?
They have to go and get theirs so that they can vote, not saying they are obedient family with mouths without the PVC.
Exactly. So you heard from the mouth of Mrs. Stella already. He said that if indeed you're an obedient fan, you're a great supporter of Peter Obi, go get your PVC. The election is fast approaching. Go get your PVC.
Okay, here is my shop, and this is big time supermarket. We deal on different kind of drinks, beverages, perfume, cosmetics. We also sell clothes, so people can come and patronize us at number 94 Atweze, beside Sprint Test, Unizik Junction, Oka.